You see?
And we feel that it has a very great contribution to make to the spiritual awakening of our time. I am amongst a group of people who have come from the States in order to interview the teachers of our time, and we know how great the contribution is that you... This is the way, or would you like to complete this conference by something more concrete, more practical? Because in the conference there's very much talking, but...
Those met them, they had that experience. When they left the scene, to keep their teachings alive, these schools came into being, called by different names, Hindu, Sikhs, Mohammedans, this and that. So long as the ideal was the same, to know self and to know God. So long as they were practical people, you see, everything went on all right. In due course of time, for want of practical people, born the same way, outer and inner construction the same, you see. So, for want of them, this thing came like that. Again, the masters have been coming to revive that very old truth. Now, the World Fellowship of Religions, I've been the president there from 1957 to date, and 4 World Fellowship conferences were held here, at Delhi, at Calcutta, and 2 more at Delhi. That is very, and something was done in the West too, which is broken. And that is, men of all religions, Hindus say all Hindus of the whole world should unite together. All Mohammedans of the whole world should unite together. All Jainis should stand together. All Buddhas, all Sikhs, all other men. So they are raising a big pillars. And very dangerous. Now, how far you can afford toleration, you see? Truth is one. We have forgotten. We are already one. Where is the question of? These formations came into being only for the purpose so that the man may know what is he. He is a man, first. Man body. Then he is a conscious entity. A drop of the ocean of all consciousness. And the same power whom we worship by different names. Unity we have forgotten, it exists already. So, now further thing, now again rising. There are different world fellowship conferences being held in India, Japan and everywhere. Now they are going to form a federation of the world formation. Further thing. What will happen, you see? Each conference want to be the boss. Excuse me.
Yes.
You see, the man working on, they like to put in their own form, upper hand. They say we are all one, but really they are political at heart. Excuse me, I say. Very who there are who really at heart one. If they are heart at heart, what is all this one? So I see, to my mind, these formations have failed. They have done some good. Some good, 25%, 30%. And further they have created great danger, a big pillar. You see? You follow my point? So my point here raising this man center is, are they raised in their time to meet with the times? To gathering. They are men of all denominations sit together. We take up scriptures of different religions, talking the same things. Who has made this man body? In the womb of the mother. Is there any machinery kept here? It is God's hand, you see. So he resides in the man body. If we come over there, what is all this church and all this symbols and etc.? You see? Just look from that point. So I have respect for all religions. Teachings are the same. Unless we see the highest ideal of all followers of all religions, what it is. A Khalsa is one who sees the great light of God. I learned many things from their lives. I even now suggest in all schools, biography should be put there. So the biography is what I came to know, that man-making is the highest of all. First be a man, first make other man. Then comes man's service. I tried to continue my studies further. Unconsciously I could not. I tried to join the medical college at Calcutta. I was admitted, but I could not continue. I wanted to join the agricultural college Lalpur. I was admitted, but could not continue. But that hobby was before me. Now it was the end of my now. Even man who sees he loves God and hates his brother, he is a liar. You see? He is a liar. He says he loves Christian or Hindu or Sikh or anybody and hates others. Where is that? That is not the teaching of any master. So that is why this is the main thing. Man who can drive the man-centered.
Can I say, sir, you are going to implement your scheme of that one word?
So what I have learned, you see, by parallel study of religions and by sitting at the feet of the Master, that I have come to that. And this man-center is a symbol of that. So we will have one man-center in the center. I'll show you about it. Yes. And one side, there's a hospital, free, of different, maybe homeopathy.
All medical sciences.
Yes. One side is dairy, developing out of milking animals and agriculture. Old men's home there, two different categories. And one which is given by master, by giving you a sitting.
Giving you what?
Sitting.
What does that mean?
I had a talk with Pandit Nehru once, all alone. That means 55 minutes talk with him. He was wonderful to hear all this. Then he said, well, so I wish it for all religions. I don't like to do it. I am doing already that. It is in further. That is already being done, you see. In our satsang, men of all denominations, Mohammedans are there, Christians are there. Even now, 11 Christians are here from the West. Some come and go. They are given the same thing. There is inner way. Their outer forms, rituals not touched. You see? They can win. How can we dream that all outer living and forms and rituals should become one? You cannot. Climatic differences are different. Their customs, their different ways and mode of thinking, temperament. So that is not possible. As man, as soul, we are one already. I tell you one thing more. You know that God is manifested and can help others in contact with that. And He wishes good for all the world over, under Thy will, O Lord. This is what I have come to know, you see, in few words. In detail you will find, let us see God help. It's not my work, it was by Him. It is work of all men. First they budgets they form, and this and that thing, I have not done. That is maybe not very wise or in the eyes of the people, but I have started. You see. It is going on so far. If God's grace, if it is His will, it will be done. This is not my work, it is your work, everybody's work.
The reason I was asking...
I say the biggest day in their life when this urge comes from within, awakening. And that will find solution, due course. You see? Where there is fire, oxygen will come to help. There is food for the hungry and water for the thirsty. These are different schools where on the badges of them, that's all. That school is the best to turn to. The hopes of our future life. You are the building hopes. That is one thing I've learned for. They must stand on their own legs. God's body, you see. You have to maintain it. If you live on the arms of others, and by a sweat of brow, this is my word for the coming generations. I love them. God's body, you see. You have to maintain it. If you live on the arms of others, and by a sweat of brow, this is my word for the coming generations. I love them. I have more love for children than they. Science is there. Practice the people are wanted. Who can make others give something to start with, that's all. The master says, you see, in his Granth, unless you see for your own self, never believe in the saying of a master. You are right about that. Science is there. Practice the people are wanted. Who can make others give something to start with, that's all. The master says, you see, in his Granth, unless you see for your own self, never believe in the saying of a master. What you are right about that he is a blind man.
It's empty. Yes. It's a lie. That is the new.
Is it? Stand on one's own leg, develop intellectual, they can express this very truth in so many ways. Spirituality, if dictates according to Scripture. You see? What the Scriptures say? Marriage means taking a companion in life to be with you in the earthly sojourn, in weal or woe, and both unite to see God. One duty may be of begetting children. If we come to the right understanding, our duty comes to let others know politely, friendly. My dear friend, we are all in one. Why all this trouble now they are running? We are not on the way, not right understanding. All masters had advised to sit together, to understand each other. But in the company, how can we stand together on one platform? At the level of man first, we are all men. At the level of God, in the company of those who have known themselves and known God. Awakened people will awaken you. No thing, new thing, the old thing. So, that is man body which is considered to be the highest in all creation, next to God, in which we can realize God, we can see God, not with the physical eyes made of flesh or bone, but with the inner eye, which is called by different names, single eye or third eye, weather, anything like that. But one thing, man should be a perfect man, not an amputated man. This is one thing to realize. Man has got man body, he is conscious entity, but he is conscious, a drop of the ocean of all consciousness. He should dwell physically, he should dwell intellectually, and he should dwell spiritually. Physically and intellectually we have dwelt wonderfully. You know, we have reached the moon. From 1,000 miles we can tell you, wise, we can hear. Wonderful progress we have made. We are now at the verge of destruction, I would say, by creating this atom bomb. The world is afraid. Any moment they start, the world will go to hell. Reason why? They have known little and nothing about one's own self. Practically, we have to do the same thing whether we are learned or unlearned. We have to rise above body consciousness. We have to die daily. Learn to die daily. Take the cross daily. Rise up. Those who rise out, there is no sting of death left there. Then what is death? It is a change. Rising from the body into the beyond, that's all. What is it? I have come from Delhi, you have come from America. You are here alive, not there. God does not reside in temples made with stones by the hand of man, but God resides in the temple He has made. And this is man body, it is He who has made the womb of man. These outer temples, mosques, churches and other places of worship They are for those whose inner eye is not open. Excuse me, I say, to start with, kindergarten. Those inner eye is open, for them man body is the temple. What is the food of the soul? Food of the body is eat and drink. Food of the intellect is reading, writing, this and that thing. And food of conscious entity is to come in contact with all consciousness. That's the bread of life. There we are wanting. And all this trouble is there. If we have that right understanding, then we will respect everybody. We will have right thoughts, then right speech, and right actions. So you and I are not tools. Never. God takes work from everybody. Let us join together, lay hands together to push to the work. And these forms and when you sit together in sweet remembrance of God, where are the outer forms? All men forget who we are. We are men, of course.